So when are we going to see our first trailer for Gear 6? I mean, this has been something that a lot of people have been talking about. And obviously, guys, we got our first, what you could say, first look at what Gear 6 is going to look like from that cinematic demo that came out by the Coalition. Really was more of like a tech test of Unreal Engine 5, but we got our first kind of sneak peek as to what it's going to probably look like. That being said, though, when are we going to get a trailer? So if you're not taking that as a trailer for Gear 6, because it's definitely not a trailer, it's just a tech test and we're kind of seeing, little glimpses of what Gear 6 is going to look like. I think that we can all probably agree that the first trailer for Gear 6 is most likely actually going to come out in 2023 at some point. Now, obviously, the Coalition is working on a separate IP, completely unrelated to Gears of War, and that's a rumor, of course, guys, but the Coalition's working on other IPs outside of Gears of War. And so obviously there's been talk, and the rumor is that they're going to announce at the Xbox Game Showcase here in 2022, they're going to announce what that IP is that they're working on. And the game is allegedly and rumored to come out in 2023. So obviously, let's just say that the up-and-coming title that's coming from the Coalition, this new IP is going to come out in Q1 or Q2 of 2023. They're obviously going to want to focus the rest of this year and into next year solely on that new IP. But I think that the later half of 2023 is when we could start hearing more and more about Gear 6 and what that's going to look like. As far as from the perspective of seeing a new trailer come out, I would say in Q3 or Q4 of 2023 is when we're probably going to end up seeing it. Now, could they show us something at the very end of the Coalition's new IP trailer? Could we start seeing little, snippets of what Gear 6 is going to look like? Just to kind of they kind of bring it out something like, just like a sneak peek, just to tell everyone, like the fan base, that, hey, we haven't forgotten about Gears of War. Could they do something like that? I'm sure, certainly they could. But I would say that they're going to want to focus all of their energies as far as from a marketing perspective on this new IP, because they want this new IP. They want a lot of Gears of War fans to at least try that and things of that nature. And I think a lot of us are going to try it. Now, if they got, they gave us a little sneak peek of Gears 6 with that new IP, I think more and more Gears people would be trying out the new IP. Obviously, because there would be so much excitement and buzz around that, and that could kind of be that bridge title between, Gears 5 to Gears 6. It could really help us, get through the next couple of years until we get Gears 6. So that trailer, though, I think I'm not really banking on it coming out when the new IP gets announced or when the new IP trailer comes out for the Coalition. But I will say, guys, that later in 2023, I think we're going to really start seeing and hearing a lot more about Gear 6, what that's going to look like. We can break everything down from a trailer perspective and things of that nature. We got our first look, typically. Technically, guys, it's when we look at what they showed off at the cinematic demo, we got our first look at what Gear 6 is going to look like from a visual perspective. And from a cinematic perspective, guys, I think it looks incredible. I'm very excited to see what Gear 6 looks like. It's in its totality from a gameplay perspective and all of those things. But I think, guys, that a new trailer or official trailer for Gear 6 is most likely going to be coming out later in 2023. But, of course, guys, as more information, as more news comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. Let me know what you guys think. When do you think we're going to be getting our first official trailer for Gear 6? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Gears of War content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.